In today's video, we're going to be connecting Drip to WordPress using mail opt-in. To start, we're going to go ahead and configure our integration. So we'll hover over mail opt-in and click on integrations. Now on the next page, we just want to scroll until we find Drip. Here it is. So I'm going to click on configure. Now we need to get the API token. So I'm going to click on this link to open up Drip. It's going to take us right to the place where we can get our token. I'm going to copy this and go back and paste it in this field. Next, we need the account ID. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one as well. Under settings, we'll click on account and we'll just need to scroll down until we find account ID. So it's right here. We're just going to copy this and go back and paste it in this field. We'll click on save changes once we're done. So now we have connected Drip to mail opt-in. Now go ahead and test out our integration by creating an opt-in campaign. So on the left, we'll go to opt-in campaigns and add a new one. We'll need a title. So I'm going to call mine Drip and I'll select this template. Now this will take us to the opt-in builder. We have a preview of our opt-in here and on the left we have our settings. For example, if you go to the design tab, we can make changes to the opt-in's width. For example, we can also go ahead and add a display effect from this list. There are many options to choose from. In addition to that, we can configure our background color, border color, and also add custom CSS. We have the option as well to click on any option on the preview to open its settings on the left-hand side. For example, these are our headline settings, so I can go ahead and hide it or customize its text. Here's the description and its options on the left as well. And here are our fields options. So if we want, we can choose to use custom HTML. We can also display only a call to action button, or we can simply decide to use the standard fields. For example, here's our name field. We can expand it to view its customization options. We can decide to hide it or customize our title, colors, text, fonts, and so on. We also have our email field, which is always required by default. This one cannot be hidden. If you want to, you can add a custom field. And again, simply enter a title, then use this drop-down menu to select the type of field that you want to create, and then configure the remaining options. I'll just go ahead and delete this. And moving on, we have the options to customize our submit button. So as an example, we are going to customize our button label. We'll just have it say subscribe. And we'll change the background color to red to match the border. We'll skip the font and URL option and move back to our main menu. We'll now go to the configuration tab and here we can choose to hide the close button, disable the escape key, and also close the overlay on click. We can choose from multiple sound effects and we can also configure cookie duration. And right at the bottom, we have an option to remove mail opt-in's branding. Now we can move back and move on to our integrations tab. And here we have the option to keep our leads only inside mail opt-in. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and add a new integration. So let's use this drop-down menu to select Drip. Once that's done, we can now go ahead and select our email list. We only have one, so it'll be all people in our case. And we won't configure any tags, so I think we're fine. Let's move on back to our main menu. After conversion basically determines what happens after a lead converts, and by default, we're showing a success message. We'll keep the default options and we'll go back. We'll move on to display rules and we'll select a trigger for our opt-in. We'll use after X seconds and we'll need to determine what X is. Let's make this 3 seconds. So I'll use the slider and I'll activate the rule. And once it's activated, we can go ahead and save our changes. All right, now we'll use this toggle switch to turn on the opt-in. And that's it for our configuration for now. So let's go back and test out our opt-in. So I'm going to go ahead and close this and we'll go ahead and open our website in a new tab. Once our site opens, after 3 seconds, the opt-in will show up. And here I'll enter some random lead information. I'll click on the subscribe button. We'll wait for the success message. And now we'll go to Drip to see if we can find our lead. So we'll go to people, then dashboard. Now let's go to our segments tab. Now we'll open our test email list. And here's our lead, Joe Clark. Alright, so I really hope this video helps you out. Thanks for watching and see you next time.